Hello guys, welcome to another video and another train sim review. Today we'll be looking at the Lancashire and Yorkshire Class 23s from Caledonia Works. What I'll do is I'll run you through deliveries of the pack, go for a bit of a drive, and then tell you a bit about the loco. So in this pack you get all these. Because they're mainly Midlands, you're probably wondering why I've got this on my route. By the way, we're on the Barkham Line project. We'll be going probably for a short drive up to Isfield or Uckfield. But yeah, these are all the liveries you get in the pack. You're probably wondering what these two are. These two are the same loco, except in a clean state and a weathered state. This is the NCB livery for this loco, and I believe it was only this number that was bought by the National Coal Board and was used as a shunter. As you can see, all the others are LMS and BR, of course. And I love Caledonian Works locos. Absolutely love them. I mean, look at the detail. Look at the detail. The amount of detail he puts into it is just worth the money, really. I mean, look at that. Look at the shine and the grime on this livery here. Yeah, we'll get into more of the liveries in just a sec. But I'd just point out you can customize stuff in these locos like every other loco that he has. As you can see here, we've got two different types of smoke box, even though they're both the same loco. Different livery, of course. You've got the early and late. You can choose to have, say, a loco with this smoke box in late or early, and the same for that one. But I believe this one's called the Hughes. Oh no, sorry. No, that's the Hughes. That's the more familiar type of LMS smoke box door that you see on all of the Midland locos. Apart from Black Fives, of course. Then you've got this one. I think, if I try and pronounce it, I think it's called the Aspinell. I think that's the one. Yeah, you'll have to, don't quote me on that. I've had dyslexic, so you have to bear with me on that one. But again, you can have the same two smoke box doors on pretty much every livery, apart from obviously the National Coal Board. But I love the grime. I love the grime on this livery. Apart from southern locos, I do love industrial locos. I really do. To be honest, I don't want to say that's the reason why I bought the whole pack just for this National Coal Board livery. I did kind of buy the pack because I also love tank engines. I love tank engines. And the Barkham Line, which is where we are at the moment, will be a preserved railway that has not mostly tank engines, but it'll be big enough for tank engines with like 3 coaches and whatnot. But later, another update for the line. So yeah, as you can see, you get different LMS deliveries. So you got the ones with the lettering on the tank and the one with the number on the tank. Yeah, not different numbering, of course, it's the same numbering. Then you've got the actual Lancashire and Yorkshire livery. This is the goods livery, and I have to admit it looks very, very smart in its lining. I do love it. I do love it. It's a lovely little tank engine. It's lovely to drive. Pretty much like with every Caledonian Works add-on, they're just an absolute pleasure to drive. I've bought every single southern add-on that he's made, from wagons to locos, really. And I hope, I think he's eventually going to do a Q class, which will be interesting, because I absolutely love the Q class from the Bluebell. I've driven it once, but anyway, I'm kind of diverting here. I do apologise. But yeah, the locos are just top-notch quality. That's, you know, Caledonia Works has set some very high standards um, for train sim add-ons. Look at that, and it's got like chip paint and everything. It's got coal, dirt, and grime. It's amazing. But apparently, another thing as well you can change on these engines is builders' plates. I think these lubricators as well. What else? Uh, I'm trying to think. The warning stickers you get, overhead wire stickers. That's the one. You can get them on here. I think from reading through the notes, there's only one of these in preservation. Yeah, number 572, and that is included in the pack. I've got that sitting over there waiting for us to go up the line. But yeah, I can tell you a bit about the Lyco. Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Class 23 is of an 060 saddle tank. Their main use was for shunting or for short trip freight working. The Class 23 060 locomotives were initially built in 1876 and 1887 by the Lancashire and Yorkshire. Locomotive Superintendent Barton Wright has a class of 280 tender engines. 230 of these were rebuilt into saddle tanks. Saddle tanks at Porridge Works by Aspinall between 1891 and 1900. The class was long-lived. The first loco was drawn in 1926 by the London, Midland and Scotland Railway, but the last survived in use up until 1964. So they had quite a long life. It was a very long life for these little tank engines. British Railway London Midland region. 101 were in service at nationalisation. 20 still in service in 1961. So one locomotive, Lancashire and Yorkshire 752, LMS built LMS 11456, which is the two NCB locos you see in front of you, was sold to a colliery service in 1937. It is preserved by the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Trust, having been acquired by the NCB for continued operation as of October 2019. Could move under its own steam despite overhaul being incomplete. It goes up then, just sort of reading off of the history from the manual I've got. A sister locomotive, London and North Yorkshire Class 25, number 957, and 060 as built in original tender configuration, was also bought for preservation in 1959 and has been based at Keighley and Worth Valley Railway since 1965. So, yeah, reading from the history, 456 is obviously the one that went off to the National Coal Board and was, I think, preserved. I think the one I've got at the station is this one, I believe, later on in its life. But anyway, I think I've waffled on enough. Let's see the actual goods in action. So today we're down at Barkham Mills. I've got a sort of typical train you'd probably see either at the Lavender line, really, or the Bluebell if they were going down the yard in Low Branch. I think for a small railway like mine, I think this is quite a good little setup. But here we are at the station. Here we've got the very smart looking Lancashire and Yorkshire livery. I don't think it's the goods livery, I don't think, but it's certainly very nice indeed with its lining and everything. Yeah, go for the sounds. The spacebar whistle. Obviously, you can hold it down as long as you want. For some reason, there isn't any B keys. I don't know what's going on there. but instead you have to press Control Space. Yeah, for a short whistle. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. You've got the usual headlamps. You've got 1 there, 2, 3, 4. So again, you get the red lamps. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Also, you get the Midland as well as. I don't want to say Western. That's not Western. I think that's a Midland one as well. So, oh yes, you get Midland and I think that's the Lancashire and Yorkshire one. Type of headlamp. Okay. See, I'm learning as well right now. Do that. H didn't do anything. Yeah, hop into the cab. Quite a roomy cab in here. Got all your usual appliances. Yeah, vacuum. For some reason it's got 2 vacuum gauges. It's got one up there and one down there. Which is very strange for me. Leave that brake on. That's the brake handle there. With this, you have to press E to unlock it, put it forward. Now, something new that Caledonia Works has brought to the table is if you leave this unlocked and you're going along, this will actually, 1 minute guard, this will actually notch back by itself. So always keep it locked. You get the usual things, regulator and all that. Another thing I also love about his add-ons is that he adds sort of clutter from that era, so like the 1800s and something like that, like an old biscuit tin and 1960s British Railway. Oh no, okay, that's different because in the BR version, in the BR version you've got the 1960s rule book, but this is the Lancashire and Yorkshire rule book. And obviously in all of his add-ons, apart from a couple I've seen, he's always put the Bible, which is a nice touch. I like that touch. I like that touch. What? Anyway, camera views. Yes, moving on. You've got the usual head out up here by the safety valves. Don't know if you noticed from earlier, but this actually moves when you press the H bar and the control space as well. Again, I have a touch. Oh yeah, these are the wheel views, but you can't see them because you're sort of there in the platform. Again, smoke box side view, front view, which is a new one. Up top, middle, down low, up top. Again, wheel view front, smoke box view, wheel view back. And again up there, head out, smoke box, 3D fire and all that. And yeah, well, there we go, I suppose. Get the brakes off. Do that, make sure got the road. Let's do, yeah, as you can see I haven't really done much for the rest of the line. It's a very short line in total. I'll take it full length anyway. Brakes are off. I don't know if it's me or not, but I don't know if the camera's like looking too down for some reason. I love his logos. I love his logos. It's just so detailed. I mean, even, I don't know if you can see, but even on the, wow, look at that view. Wow, okay. that. It's such a lovely little tank engine. I love it. Well, I've fallen in love with it. Anyway, back to the point I was trying to make. I don't know if you've seen on the connecting rods, probably going a bit quick, but on every single loco that I've bought from Caledonian Works, the crank pins actually turn in time with the wheels, which is a very, well, how do I put it? It's a very brilliant detail in my opinion, really, because not every loco has that in this game. That's why I can't stress enough that you know you get your money's worth with Caledonian Works, because he always puts in so much detail, and it is very much welcome. It really is for me. I mean, I think the pack in total was $14.99, so it's definitely worth the money. Definitely worth the money indeed. But for what you get, it's a brilliant little engine. Brilliant little engine indeed. Yeah, unfortunately there's not much to look at, unfortunately, along the line. I haven't done much because obviously I've been working, but hopefully I'll be able to bring you another update soon when I've done some bits and pieces to it. We're just coming up to Anchor Lane. I have added this after the last update. This goes to the Anchor pub, and I've put in some old track there. Reinstated this, the up line, I think. Don't know. It's a brilliant loco. It really is. Brilliant loco. I can't wait to see what his next add-on is. I really can't. Well, actually, you can see what his next loco is. He's got a page on his website that is specifically for up-and-coming add-ons. So I think after this one, he's probably doing a few more like Lancashire and Yorkshire locos, I think. I'm currently in the process of setting up the specially made assets for Isfield, because I've found on UK Train Sim that there is a Lavender Line route, but it only comes from Isfield to Dingley Dale, where the river bridge is up here. But again, that'd be something else that's on its way, I think. Also put in the actual river bridge that was over in Dingley Dale as well. This halt's just I've added this in for, say, walkers and that on the local South Downs Way walk to hop on the train, go to Uckfield or go back to Barkham. Now we're on the approach to Uckfield now. We seem to get those two mixed up. Right, where are we? We are there. Yeah, you see about what I mean about leaving it unlocked, it just moves by itself. Which is a nice touch, nice touch. Still need to improve the track work here, I think. It's a bit bendy, so I might have to smoothen out the kinks, I think. Either I'll move the station over and rework it at some point. Well then, what to make of this add-on? Well, like I said previously, it's more than worth the £15 in my opinion. Well, 15.99. I rounded it up a bit. It's, yeah. Any add-on you see from Caledonian Works is worth more than it actually is, in my opinion. It really is. I mean, the amount of time and detail, and most likely the amount of research he's had to do just to get this loco here in front of me. Yeah, like I said, it's worth more than it is, really, because it's an absolute brilliant loco. All of his locos are. I love all of them, especially all the southern ones, and I'm certainly gonna love this one and keep this one as my keep this one as a lovely addition to my collection. I mean, at the end of the day, after watching this review, it's down to you whether you like what you see, really. But I mean, just sitting there looking at this, just looking at all the detail, like the rivets and the boiler bands and even the crank pins, and just notice this. Look at that. Water droplets coming out of the cylinder cocks. Now, if that doesn't scream detail, then I don't know what does. But if I'm honest, that right there is the cherry on the cake, really. Yeah, it's Caledonia Works add-ons always amaze me, always surprise me, because there's always something new. There's always an absolute load of detail, and I absolutely love it. I really do. And to be honest, I can't wait for his next add-on. I really can't. And in the development, the up and coming page on his website, yeah, I did see a U-boat and a Q-class in there, and obviously because I'm a southern mad enthusiast, it's going to be quite a nice addition to this railway, as well as this tank engine, really. I mean, yeah, I can only apologise that I couldn't give it enough thrash coming up to Uckfield, because I'm afraid this line was always very flat. It isn't flat, of course, but it wasn't very hilly, unlike the Mid-Hants or something like that. But anyway, I'm going to call this video here. If you like the video, please drop a like. If you want to see more content such as this, such as reviews and stuff like that, please hit the subscribe button, and I shall see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.